So jumping into the app, when you follow the link from the emails you've been getting from canfitpro, it'll take you to this canfitpro landing page. So from here, you can either sign up a new user on the left side, or you can sign in if you already have a Trainer Plus account. So you just go in there, fill out your information, hit sign up. It's going to take you to the screen where you can select the plan. So you can either jump right into one of the paid plans if you're going to work with 7 or 15 or up to 50 clients are the three plans we've set up for canfitpro, or you can start on the free basic plan to get up to 2 clients and yourself as a client as well. So when you get in here, you'll land on the dashboard. It'll kind of direct you around a few things. So to earn your 2 free clients, you just have to go through our first app training steps. So the first step is always just building a workout. So from there, there's 2 sides. You can navigate from the library up here, and there's the client side, the client management side of things this way. So if you click on this one, it'll take you into the exercise library, or you can go right to the workout library itself and start by building a new workout. So that's how you do that. So from here, you can just kind of name the workout. You can also write a description for the workout that will show at the top for your clients. And then you just start adding exercises to any workout. So here's our exercise library. You can also just access this right from the dashboard as I showed you, or from the top here. So all of the exercises, they're organized based off of their core movement. So what you see here is all the squats organized in one carousel, and you can see all the variations as you kind of cycle through. If you keep scrolling, you've got all the deadlifts, all the lunges, all the bench, all the chest press. So you can see how everything's sort of organized by its core movement. You can also specify the search pretty easily. So if you want to go by sort of movement type, like if you're doing a push workout for the day, it'll only show you the push movements. Or if you want to go further down, you can drill down. Let's say you've just got, body weight and barbells and dumbbells, for example. You can filter by the equipment. So now we're looking at all the push exercises that just have that specific equipment there. So that's an easy way of getting to sort of the group of exercises that you want to get to. On the environment side, this is sort of where the exercise is being done. So on a bench, if it's being done, on a BOSU or on an exercise ball or in a chin-up bar. So this is sort of the where it's being done. The equipment is sort of what it's being done with. So that's an easy way of getting to the group of exercise you want. So each exercise, if you click on it, it has its own GIF. So this is an animation, not a video. The reason for that is it allows your clients to store the demonstration on their phone, as well as it reduces the data usage for people. And so it's a lot easier to see and quicker to load than a video is. So that's it. You just kind of come in here when you're building workouts, find the exercises you want, and just click on the plus sign to add them to a workout. If you want, you can also search. So if you know a particular movement that you want to get to, just start typing it in and then you'll see it from the drop down. So if we want to see, a shoulder press, for example, now I've just got the shoulder press or anything associated with the shoulder press that's kind of come back. So I can go through and, let's say I wanted the standing Arnold press. I can just select that as well. As well, if you want to, you can also drill down by muscle. So if you're looking for particular chest exercises, for example, now we've just got the chest movements that are here, anything associated with a chest movement. So let's grab this pullover as well. So once you've sort of found a couple of exercises, I recommend not trying to find every exercise in a workout first, just find a couple at a time. You hit add to builder and it adds the exercises back here to the workout builder. So from here, you can add notes to the exercise. If you want to add cueing notes or anything in that regard, those notes show up right on the exercise when your client's looking at it. You can also add a rest time and tempo. If you do add a rest time, the app will actually pop up an alert telling them to rest and start counting down and then vibrate when the rest time is done. So it'll guide them through the rest time as well. From here, you can just add sets. So if you want to change something, you can change it and then it just copies the reps and sets every time that you add a set. You can also toggle between a repped exercise and a timed exercise right here. So that's easy. You can duplicate exercises or delete them if you want. And then as importantly, in a question we get quite often is about supersets. There's this bracket right here that if you click it, now these exercises are linked together. So now when you add 3 sets, for example, on the mobile app, it'll go from the first exercise in the first set to the second one, back to the first one, to the second one. It'll work through the whole superset that way, or supersets if you want to link multiple exercises in a circuit. So that's sort of the workout builder itself. Now to show programming, I'm just going to log out and log into an account that's got some more. I'll just leave this for now. I'll log into my account, which has some more content already. There we go. So to build programs, the key 3 components, you've got exercises, and you take those exercises and put them into workouts. And then once you've built a workout, you have all the reps and weights and everything prescribed, and any supersets or anything like that. Then you have this workout library, like what I've got here, which is a whole collection of them. And then you can just come in here and select a few workouts. You can also copy a workout template, and then you know, it opens that workout template, makes some changes to it, and you've got another workout there with some modifications, or you can edit the existing template. But let's just grab, you know, a few workouts here and make a program out of it. So you just select them, hit make a program. It'll take a second to load because it's loading all of the info for this program. So once it loads, you've got all your workouts here. You can name the program. I'll just name this one canfitpro demo. And then you can go in and you can edit each template before you assign it to a client. So you can change the name if you want, add a description. One thing people ask us about is whether you can assign programs based off of day of the week. The easiest thing if you want to do that is just to change the name in here. So this could be, you know, Monday push if you wanted to. And just like the workout builder, you can make all the modifications here. So you can adjust the weight for a client. You can delete an exercise if you want to get rid of one, or you want to flip one out and add a new exercise in. You can do that. You see a superset here of these supersetted together. We'll link these ones together too in a superset, in a circuit. So we'll add a set for that. So you just modify each workout as you go. And you just click on the arrow here, or the gray section will open each workout. So you can just modify it based off of each client. And then before you assign it to the client, which is down here, you can either save it as a program template in your library, or you can assign it to a client. So if we try to assign it here, it won't let us because we don't have a program end date. So you always have to have an end date. So today's the 14th of January. Let's say this program is going to go until the 21st of February, for example. So that makes sure that both you and your client know when this phase is ending. So you have to put a program end date in, and then you can assign it to your clients. I'm just going to look for a client here. Nick Demo is a good one. And then you just hit assign program. You can also invite new clients right directly from this screen as well, if they're not invited yet. But we're just going to assign this program. And so that way now the program is assigned. So if I go into the client that was there, and I can see this edit program button, that will show me that program that we just built specifically for this client. So before we do that, I'm just going to finish off the library by showing the assessment side. So in the assessments work very similarly. You just build templates up. So if you're building a new assessment, you say build new assessment, you've got all of these protocols. So if you hover over one of them, it'll tell you what the protocol is info-wise. But you've got sort of general info, history, lifestyle questions, as well as measurements, sort of the standard ones, some strength tests based off of either for reps or max. You've also got cardiovascular tests, body composition, and if you put in weight and body fat, we'll calculate fat mass and lean mass for you, as well as calculating the BMR based off the Catch-McCardle formula, and the AMR if you put in the activity rate. Got some flexibility, movement analysis, You can also do the functional movement screen if you're FMS certified. It can show up for you and you can do that test as well. And if there is a protocol that you do that might not be here, maybe you do a different movement analysis, for example, you can always just click on this green create custom protocol and name it, and then you've got any other testing protocols that you want. So at the bottom of the list, before you save the template, there's also this toggle for making it available to your clients. So if you click on yes for this, it means that your clients can also see that assessment. So if you want your clients to self-assess, you can build assessments and have them actually assess and enter it through the mobile app as well. So that's that side of things. And you can see the different templates you've built here. If you just open them up, it's similar to the workout library. You can see the different protocols. And I'll show you how to enter an assessment as well when we go over here to the client list. So going on the other side of the app is your client list. I've got a lot of old clients who don't have pictures right now. But you have basically each one of your clients, when you click on it, you've got the ability to manage them right here. If you want to change their status, archive a client, or change them into a view only client where they're not tracking and these are free, or delete them, you can. We recommend you always archive a client and not just straight up delete it. Delete them, because that way you can always reactivate them in the future. You can email your client directly from the client card, from their email. So if you click that, it'll open their email up. And then there's sort of three main sections to this card. Your program, where you've got your program end date, and if it's passed, you'll see this red dot. You've also got your assessment section here. So the last assessment they did, you can click on it, and it'll open up those results if you want to see it, and see the last assessment. You can also see when they're supposed to have their next assessment. This is an old account, so it's a very overdue reassessment as well. And from here is where you can add an assessment itself. So you just select which one you might be doing. Let's say this is a reassessment. And then it'll open up the assessment screen where you can fill out the results in here and then submit it. We won't let you submit an assessment without putting in the reassessment date, so you can manage when you need to follow up. You can also print out assessment templates from this print button right here, which we find is really key. A lot of people still like using paper and pen when they do assessments and then coming into Trainer Plus afterwards and entering the results. So that's the assessment screen. We'll just leave that before we enter it. From the client list, you should also know you can sort your clients. So if you want to sort them alphabetically, or you want to see the most recent workout completed, or who's the furthest away, who this is sort of fall off. You can also switch and see any archive clients or any view only clients that you might have as well. So you can see the different client types. You can also export the list. So if you want to, I'm just going to go back to my active clients. If you want to export the list and let's say show all of who's up for the next assessment, you just select the group en masse and it'll export these emails as a CSV. So then you can copy and paste that into your email and send group emails as well. And here's where you can also, another place where you can also add a new client. So that's the client list. What the most important button to know is this edit program button. So once you've assigned a program to a client, then they've tracked workouts. It's through the edit program button that you'll be able to actually go in and see the workout results. So if you open a given workout, you'll be able to see the results that they did, as well as what your prescription was in the box. So in this case, the client used 5 less pounds, but also said that that was too easy. So you can make changes accordingly. So their feedback is here that they make in the app, because they give feedback on just right, too easy, or too hard with each exercise. But you can also see the actual results here. So if you want to make any changes to it, for example, this exercise looks like maybe it was a little bit too heavy, you can just make the appropriate changes down there. And you can also see any client notes that were made on the left side as well. So you can make adjustments to the program based off of their feedback and the results. And then once you're done that, you go through a few others. Let's see. So here's others where, there's more weight that was done on this one. So you can increase the amount of weight done. So just make changes based off their feedback. And then at the end of it, you just hit update client program down here. Oops. hit update client program, and it will update the program. The client will get a notification, and then any changes you make to the program will actually show up on their mobile app when they log in next. So similar to assessments, you can also print this out as well. And just to show that, when you do a print, it actually does a print version of the program where you can see the pictures, as well as it'll show the reps, the weight. It has boxes for them to fill them out, as well as provide the feedback about the exercise and make any notes for you. So if people are still want a print version, or you still want to use paper and pen, you've got that option. You just print the actual program from that screen. So last but not least, going back to the client list screen. So if you look at the calendar, you can see the days they've worked out are in green. If you click a given day, it's going to pop up that workout where you can go through and see the actual results, as well as where you can see it on the edit program screen. You've also, on the paid plans, the pro and above, you've got these lists of assessments and programs. So in this case, you can see all your completed assessments. You can also take a look and see any upcoming assessments, and anything that's overdue would be in red. So all these people in red are due a reassessment. It's the same on the program screen. So that's the sort of the third part of Trainer Plus. We've got our workout tracking and assessment tracking, but we also do the follow-up management for you. So not only do you know when your clients need to be followed up, when they log into the app, they can also see when they're overdue. If they're overdue a program, a new program, or a reassessment, the app will let them know that as well. So that's everything on the website of things. So just start again at the exercise library, or start by building a workout, and you kind of go from there. If you need help, there's a guide here in the top right corner. So if you open that up, there's you can either go through the quick start, which just lays out all the bunch of different videos, or you can go through the different sections of the app itself. You can also open up the menu on the right, so you can see if you have a specific question, like about prescribing workouts, or you know, different client statuses, for example. You can just click on that and it'll go to that section of the guide itself. There's lots of pictures. There's also videos where appropriate as well. So you can see lots of information in the guide, which is usually a real help for people. You can also hit us up on the chat down here. So you can, you know, just message, and we're there. If you want to instant message us or ask questions that way, we're here. A lot of the time it'll be me answering that. And then managing your profile is just up here in the top right as well. So you've got, you know, your training steps, that dashboard that shows you where you're at. You can also manage your profile from here. So you can change your picture, as well as changing your password, and manage your billing from here as well. So in the canfitpro plans, they'll show up in that billing section. So that's everything in the web app, as sort of a very quick walkthrough of all the features. But we will also be doing some webinars as well to help people in a little bit slower way, show them both the web and mobile side. Once you've prescribed, it's on the Trainer Plus mobile app that both you and your clients can track those workouts, and then see the results on this side.